Hello, Dennis.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? Thanks for accepting this interview on such a short notice. Do you have videos? There you go.
I'm here.
Thanks. My name is Gerardo Ortiz. I'm calling you from Madrid, from the Miami School. I'm here in the classroom with the class. Hello. And the teacher, which is a Spanish author as well. It's called Victor P. How do you link the owner with the user?
Yeah, so that's a tough thing to solve. Right now, people that have coffee shops or pizza places, they just email us. We have a form set up, and they email us in, and they tell us, this is my venue on Foursquare, and here's my email address, and here's what I'm thinking about doing. And then we have to, manually call them up and verify that they are who they say they are. Right? What we'd like to do is make it a self-service thing. So if someone in your class owned a pizza place, they could just go to the website and say, hey, this is my pizza shop. But the problem is you're going to get people that are pretending that they own places. So there'll be people pretending that they own a Starbucks, but they don't. And they'll put fake coupon. And that's going to be a problem. And verifying that you own this particular place is kind of it's a hard thing to do, and we haven't quite figured it out yet.
What's the business model for Foursquare? I mean, how is it going to make money?
Yeah, so there's two things, right? So, I think you guys are already on to the first one, which is doing these promotions with local merchants. And right now we give all that stuff away for free, which is fine. But then we show them stats. Like we're just rolling this stuff out this week. We can show them, okay, you ran a special, and here's how many people showed up, and here's how many people checked in, and here's how many friends that they brought, and here's how often they come back, and we can isolate and say, oh, well, these are the people that used to come here that don't come here anymore. And so we're building tools that allow venues to have some insight into who's coming and who used to come and all that stuff. And I think we're not going to charge them a lot for that, but I think there's an opportunity to charge them, $5 or $10 or $20 a month for that. And then if we start adding that up over 1,000 or 10,000 venues, it starts to turn into real money real quick. Yeah. The second thing, that's further off because I really like how we're just kind of doing it for free right now. I don't want to. The second is like the stuff that we're doing with bigger brands. So we're doing deals with TV stations and newspapers all across the U.S. and they're using Foursquare to promote their shows or their paper or their magazine and leave tips around certain spots. When they leave tips places, users check in and they find them. And it's like an experiment in kind of like new style advertising using location and mobile. And it's one of these things where we're still experimenting with it now, just like we're experimenting with the venues. But we charge the advertisers, we charge the brands to experiment, but we don't charge the venues to. And once, at some point we'll figure this out and we'll know what the, we have a menu of things to give to advertisers, but we're not quite there yet.
All right. How many users do you have right now?
We're getting pretty close to 500,000.
What do you think you have done differently, or what's your strategy that this is becoming so popular?
Yeah, well, I think we're the first to try the game mechanic thing. And in the past, like I used to work for another startup that was doing check-ins, and it did pretty well. But at the end of the day, like there's not a lot of incentive for people to check in. You have to create that incentive, and just knowing where your friends are, that's not enough incentive. So what we were doing with game mechanics, like you get points and badges and rewards, like that was the big idea for us, and it seems to work pretty well. That gives people a reason to constantly check in, and when they constantly check in, they understand all the other things that happen. They meet up with their friends more often. They get tips about what restaurants to eat in, and so I think that's the thing that's really compelling. And we're learning as we do this, and we're kind of making it up as we go along. And we're realizing that the game mechanics don't have to all be about nightlife. It's like encouraging people to go see more movies and to go see more rock shows and to go to. And it's a little bit of a game where you feel like you're being rewarded for doing things in real life, but I think it's also like a personal achievement type of thing too. And I think people really like that side of it.
It's been great. Maybe we'll contact you later. Congratulations,
yeah.
This is a great project. We're very excited.
Yeah, hold on a second. You guys, who's in the class? Is this like a university or?
It's an advertising school, but it's a network of advertising that started in Miami, and we are here in Madrid right now.
Is it like the art director school? What's the school in Miami called?
Miami Art School.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, cool. And so. You guys are in Madrid, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Say it again, they didn't hear you.
Hola.
Yes. Well, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Ya no quiero presentar.